Hi, my name is Gillian and today is the 22nd of May 2014, just in case anybody ever wondered. So one of my most favourite things to do is watch TV shows. I'm totally obsessed with TV, I love it. I like to find TV shows that I haven't watched before, and especially if they've got a few seasons, and really watch them all back to back. I have just finished watching one, and I mean like literally 2 seconds ago finished watching it. I started watching it 9 days ago. There was 81 episodes and I watched them all. And yeah. So, I want to tell you a bit about it. I'm not going to spoil too much, but if this show is one that you're planning on watching, then I would just stop watching right now. So, it was called Prison Break, and it was made around 10 years ago. I never really got into it at the time. I never really watched an episode of it, but I thought it had 4 seasons and I thought, you know, that gives me something to do. So for the last 9 days, I've watched every single episode and I've really, really enjoyed it. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I need to find another show. Oh my God. So yeah, I've been loving it apart from the last episode I just watched there. And I'll explain about that. I was not happy, okay? So it is about a man who, right, let's put it this way, okay, so Wentworth Miller plays a character called Michael Scofield, and he gets himself put into jail so that he can break his brother out, and his brother's name is Lincoln Burrows in the show, who is played by Dominic Purcell, or Purcell, I'm not really sure how you say it. So all the girls loved Wentworth, of course, but you know, I'm totally in love with Dominic. I think he's so amazing. So yeah, so he gets put into jail to free his brother. And he gets the blueprints of the jail like tattooed on his body, and also with like little notes to himself and little like just like wee things to kind of remind him about stuff. So it's really interesting. And he gets his brother out of jail. So in the first season, season 1, it's all really about like the jail and like breaking out. And it's so funny because at the start, it's really about him and his brother, but then his cellmate has to get involved as well, because in order for them to break out, they need to like basically drill holes and obviously like try and escape through their cell. So obviously whoever his cellmate was going to have to be involved to help out. But then it ends up that 8 of them escape this prison because it's just like they need money, and one of the prisoners can get that, and then they need like an escape, and so one prisoner can get this and that, and it just ends up that all these people end up coming along on the journey. They make some like obviously good friends throughout the seasons, and also as many friends they make enemies, but again, as well, there's a lot of people that are like play both sides, and it's really strange because you end up liking a lot of the characters even if they were really bad. So if you had a character that was really, really bad in one of the episodes, and then maybe later on in the show they end up having to help the brothers out and you start liking them. So it's very strange. I don't think I can think of an example off the top of my head where there's a show like that you really end up totally invested in all these different characters even whenever they've done some bad things. But no, it was really good. I think the first series was probably my favourite, I would say. I mean, all 4 seasons are really good. But I think the first one, because that's you getting to know the characters and they're actually breaking out of the jail, that's definitely, I would say, probably my favourite one. When it moves on to season 2, so season 2 it's mostly about them on the run, I would say. Obviously they've managed to get out of the prison, and now there's like these 8 convicts on the run, and it kind of goes into their story, which I really liked. It kind of goes into each of the stories, and you get to see, you know, they kind of go in their different directions, and you get to see all their little stories, and I really enjoyed that. There's a lot of death throughout the 4 seasons. A lot of people die during it, and yeah, it was a really good season as well. I did enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess there's not really much more to say apart from the fact that they're obviously on the run, and you kind of get introduced to the company at this point. So there is a lot more baddies. There's a lot more kind of bad guys involved in this season. Season 3 then moves on to season 3. It only had 13 episodes. The first 2 seasons have 22. So it's a short season. I think it was something to do with like the writers, they went on strike or something that year. So there was only 13 episodes, but it was really good. It was actually, basically what happens is they end up in this prison called Sauna. And actually it's only Michael who ends up in there. And they have to help out the company. So they kind of... Michael and Lincoln kind of swap roles because Lincoln's the one trying to get him out, and obviously he's in there whenever he hasn't really done anything wrong, kind of. Well, you feel like that because you're invested in the character. So they have to get this other guy out of prison, and it's so complicated. I would like to go on and on about it, but it's very complicated. You need to watch it to understand. But the prison is crazy. Like, it's so crazy. It's not even funny. Like, they don't even have any guards. Well, they do have guards on the outside of the prison, but like inside the prison, it's like all for yourself, and like people just fight to the death and things, and it's like crazy. If that place actually existed, if there's somewhere like that, oh my god, you do not want to go in there. Like, seriously. And then we go on to season 4. Can I just say one more thing about season 3 that I quite enjoyed? Throughout it all, obviously there is some female characters. One of the main ones, or the main female character I should say, is Sarah, who obviously ends up with Michael. And she's the doctor that actually, in a way, helps them escape because she leaves the door unlocked. Spoiler alert! But one of the characters that comes into it in season 3 is actually a total badass. This is a girl called Gretchen, and she's total badass, and I just love that because I'm one of those girls that just loves girl power and all that. So if there's ever any like girls that come in and they're really good at acting, or they're just like badasses, or they're like the star, I just love that. And she was really good, and I really enjoyed the character. So yeah, that was good. So moving on to season 4. Season 4, the first thing that I noticed about it was really weird because there was only 22 episodes, but there was 24 episodes, and I was kind of confused. So from what I've gathered, there's like 22 episodes, and then they made another 2 and added it on. So in season 4, that's all about the company, really. They need this, basically they have to go and steal this thing called Scylla, and it's got all this data on it, and it can basically, it could either like destroy the world, or it could make the world like a better place. So they have to steal this, and yeah, it's all about the company. Again, there's a lot more, you know, there's more baddies involved. They don't know who to trust. Some of them end up turning and going on different sides. And yeah, it's a little bit crazy season 4, but it was really good. At the end, on the last episode, so this is on like the 22nd episode of season 4. At the end, it shows you them all getting their freedom, of course. In the end, they done it. And then the last little part just shows you like 4 years later, and it shows you that Sarah has her baby, obviously, but because it's 4 years later, the little boy's 4. And she says, oh, let's go and see your dad. And then you see one of the characters, Sucre, that I've not mentioned, and another character called Alex Mahone that I haven't mentioned. And then, of course, you see the brother, Lincoln. The 3 of them are standing at a grave, and she walks over with a little boy, and it's Michael's grave. And I was like, I could not believe it. I was like, are you actually kidding me? After all this, you're going to kill him off? Are you like for real? Oh my freaking god. Because I got so invested in the characters. Like, I've watched this for 9 days non-stop, right? I've actually dreams about Dominic and Wentworth, like, which is so bad. But I really love Dominic so much. He's so gorgeous. But it's so crazy. Like, I'm like, you have not killed him off. Like, are you actually kidding? And I was so annoyed about it. And then I kind of thought, oh, there's another 2 episodes. And I thought, oh, these 2 episodes is going to show you, like, because obviously it shows you them getting their freedom, and then all of a sudden it shows you like 4 years later and he's dead. So I'm like, oh, it's going to fill in the blanks with these 2 episodes. Oh, what a good idea. I really, really like that. It's such a good idea. So this is what happens in the last 2 episodes. Sarah gets, she gets put in jail, in the women's jail, and they decide to break her out, obviously, and I thought that's so fitting. What a fitting end, they break someone else out. I love it, because that's obviously the show, it's called Prison Break. And then, so I'm watching it and everything, I'm thinking, oh, this is quite a good wee end. You get to see Gretchen again, because she's in the prison, and I thought this is a good little end to it and stuff. And then he dies. That's right, Michael dies. Sorry for the spoiler, I did tell you to stop listening, but he bloody dies. Because, not even just that, right? I'm thinking, oh, I wonder how he's going to die. It must be something to do with, like, the tumour again. I can't believe that. That's so sad. He'll, like, see his baby being born and then, like, he'll die. It's so sad. I'm going to cry. Hey, no. He dies because he saves Sarah. He gets electrocuted. How fucking annoying. I'm like, oh my God, like, obviously you would want a guy that's going to, like, die for you and stuff, and, like, obviously you would die for your family and everything, but they could have sorted another way. Like, that is the whole point of the show. Michael's character is so amazing because he thinks of everything. Like, that is the whole point. He's like a thinker. He thinks of every little thing that could go wrong, and he's got all these ideas, and he's just amazing. So why did he not think of another way to get Sarah out? He must have. His character would think of another way, and I'm so annoyed at it. Like, really, really so annoyed. I can't believe it. I love this show so much. I really love it. I would recommend it to anyone to watch. It's great. I mean, the way it's written is amazing. As I said, the character is perfect. I love Lincoln, the brother, as well. He's like the kind of muscle, do you know what I mean? It's like the muscle in the brains, and he is quite funny, actually, his character, but the acting in it is amazing. There's some great characters along the way. Some of the prison inmates are psychos, and it's brilliant. I really, really did enjoy it. I'm gutted about the way it ended. I thought they could have let it be happily ever after. I know that they do that with most programmes, and it is a bit refreshing to see a difference, I guess. But I just thought, I don't know, I just didn't like the way that he died, and I just wanted to think that the brothers would both survive, basically. That's what I was kind of hoping for. But as I said, it's a good show. I'd recommend it, and now I'm at a loss. Now I need to find another show to watch. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my little kind of review, my opinion, because I'm a total chatterbox and I love to chat, so why not? I love watching TV, put them together. What do you get? Me? If you want to follow me on Twitter, then you can. It's at easily_bruised. So that's at easily_bruised. And I'm always on there, so come and tweet and chat about Prison Break or any other TV shows. And if you've got a TV show that you think that I would really like to watch, then definitely send me your ideas, and I will buy the box set and start watching it and let you know what I think. There can't be that many TV shows I haven't watched yet, but I'm sure we could find one for sure. So thank you for listening if you did. I don't think that anybody would. And no hate, please, because I don't like hate. I'm a nice person, and I'll be nice to you, so be nice to me. Okay? Thanks so much for listening. Right, bye.